Hey, welcome back to another Black City Coffee vlog. In this video, talking about packing and shipping orders. So basically, the whole process is I'll weigh out your coffee. You can see it right over here, stored in their green bags. All right, there. Weigh out 1,000 grams exactly on a scale right there. And I'll have each batch in one of these hard, with some structure, because you can get cheap ones, but they're flimsy. That's not a good idea. These are broke, but they work pretty well. These type of 5-pound craft bags that are food safe and everything with a valve and all that stuff. Actually, do they have a valve? Yeah, they have a valve right there. And I can note how many roasts are on here, and I'll just toss this after so many roasts. Like, this is probably about ready to be tossed. Bring this out. I'll bring this out. This is just a Microsoft Surface. We have this lying around. That's it. Typically, this will be more full with green, and I get very small orders at one time, so that's enough. And then I just take this little tote out to the roaster. So, at the roaster, after I finish a roast, I just take one of these bags, break it open, empty it into here, close it up, put it back in the box. And this way, in these types of bags, it saves space. I used to just empty it like right into a bin like this, but it was kind of exposed, and I wanted to have just more control, be very quick. Once I drop the batch of roasted coffee into this bag, I can close it up right away, put it into a bin or something, and then kind of move on to the next batch. So these gave me a lot more flexibility. And they last really long, and they don't break, and they just don't take a lot of space. And you need space, especially looking at how tight and how crammed everything is in here in my little coffee lab. After we take the roasted coffee, we'll move over to this way, which I'll show you. So here is where I will actually measure out the coffee. And I actually have a little light here. Boop. But that makes the video look like crap, so we won't turn that on. Right now it's a little messy. We're doing a little bit of moving in the house. But basically, I'll have my roasted coffee, say in a bag like this, right? Say this is like full. And then I will take this amazing thing, which is called the Rhino Rattler Coffee Scoop. It's ridiculously expensive because they're like the only one that makes it, so they can monopolize it. It's like 45 bucks, right? But it's great. Get it, because it will just make your life easier. So this is good for measuring out your 12 ounces, your 4 ounces, anything like that. And a pound, basically a pound can fit in here. Now they do sell, I think, bigger sizes. So sometimes when people order 2-pounders or 5-pounders, that gets to be a little bit different. So I need different containers. You just basically need a container. But this tool right here, once you've measured out whatever coffee that you want, we'll go straight into a bag and just open the bag like that. Just open, you have coffee in here, goes right in, whoop, like that. Okay, what was that, coffee? All little coffee bits. So nothing touches this except roasted coffee. So I'm not putting green coffee in here, I'm not putting anything in here except roasted coffee. And we'll give it a wipe down every now and again to get some like coffee dust, I guess, from like darker coffees or coffee oils and stuff. And that'll go right there. So this will go here like that. So I'm have some roasted coffee in here. I'll make a denotation for what exactly label I'm going to put here. And then this moves over to here, boop, to be sealed by the heat sealer. And again, everything that I use is in that blog post called Links to Everything That I Use. Pretty simple. When I do blends, I have this very high-tech device. It's basically a Tupperware with a crack in it that I don't use anymore for food only, for only roasted coffee. Again, I have a scoop that only touches roasted coffee. If I need to be more refined with my measurement, like 12 ounces exactly, 1 pound exactly, whatever it is. So yeah, but the most important thing that I have to say is that these containers that are made only for roasted coffee only touch roasted coffee. So you're not switching back and forth between green coffee use and roasted coffee use. That's not good. Don't do that. Okay? All right, and then we'll take you over here. Yay! All right, it works. Heat sealer. Okay? Just like this. Boop. And then when that's all done, and I have my kind of like files of all the labels that I showed you. You guys seen the labels. I have like a video on that right here. Okay, I'll handwrite the roast date on there. Beep, beep. Put that on. This will be ready for shipping, which is right over there to this station, which I'll show you. Okay, we are removing a lot of stuff right now, so don't mind all the mess. We're doing a big spring cleaning. It's very messy. So I'll have my shipping station here basically. I got my printer, I got my computer. This is all set up here. It's nice to have a mouse. It's nice to have a full keyboard for sure. None of this like touch screen stuff. That's so annoying. And then I have here, these are poly bubble bags, self-sealing. And I got them black because black, right? And then I got a bunch of them here. And I've got a bunch of overstock over there too. So I've got a bunch of storage. So these are mainly what I'll ship 12-ounce coffee. This will go in here like this with like, I put the label, put a little sticker to let you know it's from Black City. And then this is under a pound, shipping USPS first class. And that's the cheapest that you can get this coffee, my coffee, in terms of shipping. And then if you were ordering internationally, you could still order 12 ounces of coffee. It might take a while to get to you first class as well, but we do have that as well. But it would ship to you like this. It would just have a custom label instead of a, domestic label. Okay? And I found that that's the cheapest way that I could ship things. Well, you guys pay for shipping, so that's the cheapest way that you can get this coffee shipped to you. Say you are shipping something more than that, okay, because I know a lot of you are roasters. These are free. I used to have my own boxes like this, but when hold on. I have like 2 left, just for example. But I had like custom boxes like that, okay? And I got these from, I forgot. I'll put the link in the description, okay? But yeah, custom everything, printed everything. But when I decided to just make this a hobby, I wanted to really cut down on my costs so that, we could just pay for overhead and just have it pay for itself, and that'd be fine. And I don't have to feel bad or guilty about it for my hobby. So these are free, all these USPS, medium flat rate, large flat rate. You can get them shipped directly to your place, and they'll send you like 5 at a time, but you could just order a bunch of them and they're free, so why not? Okay, now the how I make it like mine and still have some branding on it is I have this like custom tape, so it'll just satisfy my ego a little bit with the branding. But I didn't go fully cheapy on it, but it does save you a lot more money. Okay, so we have that, and you can fit like in a medium flat rate. I usually do 6 12-ounce bags of coffee in here. And what I need to do is create like a deal, because since it's easy for me, I want to make it easy for you to buy it. But I just haven't gotten around to doing it. Okay. Like I said, there's a large flat rate. Other things too is like what you can also get are these like weatherproof sealing, really like just plastic bags that you can get on Amazon. Let me just show you one. So say you had like a 5x5x5 box like this, and if you were maybe dealing with a lot of rainy weather, you could put it in a weather sealed sort of like plastic baggie. You can get these off Amazon. You can get them anywhere. They're called, this one's called a polycell, but there's no bubbles. It's just to keep rain out, maybe to keep the box nice. So I used to do that too, where I had the custom box, right? And I have a bigger one of these plastic sleeves. Cover this box so the box stays nice. Make sense? Those are some ideas for you. After that, when I have all of my little, you know, packages ready, I have this little collapsible crate, handy. And then put all my stuff in here, leave it outside my door, and just online schedule a pickup for USPS to come and pick up my mail, which is such a godsend, the greatest thing ever. And I thank the Lord every day that there is a home pickup, that you could just schedule a pickup, because I live like 30 minutes away from the postal office, and that was such a big time suck before. And I was like, bro, I don't know if I could do this if I got to go to the post office all the time. So the fact that they pick up actually makes this whole thing possible, because I was not going to do it if it was going to be me going to the post office for every little order. No, no, no. I'm so thankful about that. Okay. I think that's it. Did I cover everything? Pretty simple. Yeah, that's it. Anyway, I hope that helps. This is for Jordan. Jordan, you wanted me to make a video on packing and shipping orders, so I hope I gave you some insight into what I do here. Pretty simple, pretty just like, what's the easiest path to get there? You know, nothing fancy over here, especially with my budget and my goals and everything like that. But, you know, it gets the job done. And I think the most important part in terms of like setting up your own packing and shipping station, like I said before, is anything that you do sort of repetitively, is create a system. I tried to create a flow based on what I actually do. So I come here, I do the coffee thing, and then I move through the station, and the last place that I'm at is at the printing labels. So I try to think about the flow of what I'm actually doing, design my environment based on that flow, and then just as I go through it, make that system tighter and tighter and tighter, so that as I do it, become very efficient at it. And if I were planning on growing, I would be writing all of this stuff down or developing some kind of training program so I could train somebody else to do it. Because best believe all this stuff that I do for one order, you know, just try to multiply that times 10, and you've taken up your whole morning for sure. Okay? So create a good system, create a good environment, create a good system, and then find a way to scale it, you know, and pass it down as you're growing, or think about ways of growing and scaling it, and training and things like that. The things that you're going to do next, sort of like, you know, just set yourself up for the next step. Something to think about. All right. Hope that helps. We'll see you in the next one.